Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Vans, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. Yeah, I can't stand it. Out of all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real. For real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this.
Good morning all. Yes, sir. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Happy Tuesday to everyone. And yeah, let's get into it. People chat saying bring back the Tradesharpe song. So we're gonna bring that back soon. Don't worry. Forgot to add this actually. I just saw that now. Let's add our win from yesterday. Forgot to add that. Keep that up to date, and yeah, let's get it. Tuesday, let's see what we have. I do believe we have some GBP news today, if I'm not wrong. Actually, no, we don't. It starts from tomorrow, Wednesday. Big one, CPI. Now with UK, they're expecting and pricing in some sort of rate cuts. That's why we're seeing these heavy moves down. But we've reached that target of 190. We could even dip down max into 188s, but before major bounces, but we look like we're starting to play off some form of pullback phase. Whether this is going to be a bounce slash reversal, we will see how everything forms on the charts here. So in terms of news today, we do have PPI. I think yes, we do have PPI. The expecting numbers come back 0.4 as expected. If we come back as expected, if PPI comes back stronger, if PPI comes back stronger here, what did it come back last time? 0.2, 0.4. If it comes back stronger, it's going to continue these Dixie bulls we've been having. Gold will move down, come back as expected. We can see gold continue a bounce here with PPI, especially, I mean, the big one is going to be USD CPI here. CPI obviously coming back hotter than expected is going to induce rate cuts and pull back Dixie. If it comes back better than expected, it's going to continue the Dixie bulls here, right? So let's see what actually no, if it comes back better than expected, it's gonna give the Dixie bears a chance, because actually wait, let me think. Yep, it's gonna give the Dixie bears a chance to come back in. If we're looking at Dixie, it's been on a pretty bullish run. We are starting, some form of a high, but you can see there's nothing bearish in the structure form here. This can continue, and that's my point. We're either going to start a reversal, come back down, maybe down to these zones here or minimum here, or is it going to make that higher low here where we are and start the upside? That's going to be dependent on this news. So let's have a look at the analysis, see what's going on. So daily time frame yesterday is still closing bearish. We almost closed bullish. Current daily broke previous daily high. We're leaving a long rejection wick from around that monthly and weekly support, which is a very strong zone here. And we're bouncing from there. So in this bounce, we can see some weakness forming at that 192.500 level. We are failing to close above, and it's starting to potentially roll over here. But we have not had a bearish candle close to give us a signal that, hey, okay, price has now created a resistance. We can look to set up two basically on a 4-hour time frame. It's not really looking like that. So essentially it is still a mixed bias session here. When we're looking at 1 hour, we can see some bullish structures starting to be formed. Same thing with 30-minute. I would say I would probably like to get above this 15 here before considering buys, but ideally above the 1 hour, 847. Gonna be a lot better for those buys. Now the sells is pretty interesting. Why do I say that? Because on the sell side, we actually have a lot of structure here. Even moving into the 30-minute, we don't really open up the range until we get below, I would say, this zone here, which is going to be that 190, or just below 192 here. Once we get below 192, it starts to open up a little bit of a range. We have a few rejection wicks here, but opens up around a 27 pip range. Before that, we're pretty tight knit here, and stuck. I mean, we can look to trade into the 192, which is only about 10 pips away. It is tough. I would like to see more price action before selling, but ideally we push down here, retrace, and then give a lower high back down, and then come back to it to see how we will tackle in that range. But with mixed bias here, we can be looking for opportunities above as well. We just have to let it get out this range. This is going to be a no trade range where it is right here. It's too small, too choppy for me. Once it gets out of the range, up or down, we can start to see, okay, where we're going to basically end up with that candle, because who knows, that candle could end up all the way down here and we'll have to look for pullbacks to continue, or that candle could end up here. We can start to discuss, okay, is there a possibility for some sort of movement down to here, especially when we can base this off 1 hour time frame and we see that same zone here. If a 1 hour candle comes below here, it starts to give you the idea. We don't really have to worry too much about these 15s, as we'll base it on a higher time frame. And just kind of understand that the 4 hour might want to do a retest here. Now, if that retest turns into a higher low, I'm quite interested in to play a major bounce here, but that's a different story. And yeah, you know, the next thing I'm gonna look at here is gold on the other hand, and see what we got going on for gold. So start off here on daily time frame. Yesterday we moved down during after London, just continued for the rest, and you know, kind of ended up sitting here at these lows. Now if we check these lows, this is slightly below the news low here, so we retraced all of NFP's move, and right now what we're working on is this daily bearish candle close, excuse me, rejecting this daily support here. So we have tapped this sort of target here, but nevertheless it is a bearish candle close here. We will have to see how price continues to react off this. On the 4 hour we do also have a bearish candle close, so that is going to give us a mixed bias session here, a little bit of a gap here, which tends to like to be filled, you know, when we have these type of gaps. And yeah, I mean, looking today, sells do make sense overall, as we are bearish bias. If I'm gonna counter trend buy today, I need more information. 1 hour is closing with a change of structure here. Same thing with you know, the 30-minute here closing below the structure. When we're taking this spot here, this seems to be a support we're creating here, and seems to be a zone we would like to you know, that we're bouncing off at the moment. So I feel if we can get a close below here would be probably our option to look for sells, and then you could take sells from there. We've kind of pushed down straight here, so this retracement that we're forming here is a good retracement. It is something that we want to see structure form, to see liquidity grab, especially with all of these clean candles above. We would love to see liquidity grab to give us the juice when we do break below here to actually melt a bit. Like to see. Okay, so 4 hour support there is all correct. We might want to react off 65, 66. But yeah, I would say counter trend's interesting today. Yesterday we saw gold do a counter bias. Counter bias worked out yesterday on gold. For me to counter bias today, look, long-term counter bias actually is very low probability. It's like 90% right bias at the time, so I don't want to be doing counter bias, to be honest. If it was a mixed bias session, I'd actually be interested at something closing probably above 70. Something above 70 I would have been interested, but let's see what ends up happening there and we take it from there. So we'll see what happens at the 70 level, and then yeah, I'm basically looking for sells below this kind of 667 here. 667 I think can make sense for sells. We're looking at DAX here, see what's going on with DAX. Yesterday, I closed more at this 30-minute support of the position for a total of, I think 46 points here. Actually 55 points here. So actually a little bit more than that. Oh yeah, I did retrace a little bit and then I closed. That's why I got 46. Yeah, it retraced here, I closed here. But it did push to that 30-minute support, 56 points. So that was a good move, and then it tried to continue a little bit lower but ended up wanting to bounce. So if we go ahead, we can remove most of these lines here and we can mark actually fresh, because we're in a new spot right now. We start off on daily time frame. So where did we bounce? Yeah, we bounced from previous daily resistance. Makes total sense to bounce from there. We fill the range, and price action at its finest there, to be honest. You know, daily candle closes bearish. Where's the next target? Daily support. So we've left a massive rejection wick. Like to see the FTSE as well here. Actually put UK 100 easier. FTSE has been having some bearish movement here ahead of those, and it's also in that bounce zone. Okay, cool. So FTSE has come back towards that support there. If FTSE loses this support, could be a pretty good trade actually. Quite like that. Yeah. So getting back to DAX, looking at DAX here, daily leaving long rejection towards the upside. I would like to mark this current daily resistance here. So let's mark that. DR, boom. And 4-hour resistance is gonna be here. That's a nasty little zone, this one here. We might want to retest this. Did we retest it yet? Oh, just missed it. So we might want to retest and reject. 4S, we put it 4S for the 4-hour support. Now is potentially a resistance. Mixed bias session here. 1 hour time frame. We have space 2 there. But right at that zone, I really don't want to be buying. Look, when we get back into this range, we're back into this messy range from before. Sells, they do look okay below here, but I think it's going to be cascading. Yes, it is cascading for sure. Yeah, this is a little bit trickier, this type of movement here. Not the biggest clean ranges like yesterday. Let's see. I need Frankfurt to open here, to be honest. I need one candle to show me what it wants to do. Because inside of this range, it's too many higher lows here to look to sell. For buys, could I push this? 13 pip? You could push that. You could push that. Probably max. Yeah, that might not be the worst actually. That's the only thing I can see right now, but we are pushing it. I want to see how that looks on a 30. It's fine on a 30 actually. To the 4-hour support, 1 hour it works as well. Yeah, I think that's my only plan. Sells, I don't think just yet, but something closing above 53 here. 53 for buys to get to this 4-hour support, to fill this first, more importantly, this 15, and see what's up. I think that can work, and with volume we should be able to push through this 15 and fill the 5-minute range. If there's no volume, it will reject it by the time you know, by the time we reach that 15, we're in a position where we can manage, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's what I'm looking at actually. That's what I'm looking at. That's my plan for DAX today. The sells, I need more information for now because we have higher lows. I'm not selling into a higher low until at least we break structure, right? We'll break structure here, which can give us the opportunity for sells here, but again, it's smaller than the buy range, and this bounce is a very convicting bounce, right? Because basically if I accept I'm selling here, I'm calling a top. I'm calling a top that's it. It's going to reach here and now roll over, right? Or at least roll over to maybe somewhere here, not that deep. So I don't really want to call a top right now until price shows me it's at a top, because I'm not trying to be smarter than the market. Anytime I've done that in the past, I normally lose, right? So never try be smarter than the market. So that's the analysis across all pairs here. I think pretty straightforward. DAX was a little bit more difficult to make a plan compared to other pairs, but the rest was all good here. So yeah, I'm looking forward, and let's see what ends up happening. Why is the market so choppy? It's not choppy. Yesterday markets were clean. Today we're just in a range before the session. It's actually what you want to see. You want to see price in a range before the session, because if it's pushing before your session starts, it kind of sucks, because then the move is done. If there's been no move before your session, it's more beneficial because more likely you'll be part of that move. Hi, this one question, I want to see percentage win rate climb to 78. Can you do that for us? That would be more doing it for me. For if I do it for you, what do you only get? What's my benefit, right? So no, I'm not gonna chase win rate. Actually, I could make the win rate 90%, no problem. But am I actually making money? No, because all I'll do is get in a position, close 2-3 pips, and call it a win. Win rate would be insane, right? So just keep closing at 2-3 pips. That's why don't be fooled by win rate. Win rate means nothing, right? Without the context of what's happening in the actual strategy. So you have to see what's happening in the actual strategy. Alright, back to the streams. Have you switched your trades to DAX? Do you verify the charts with FTSE? No, I've added DAX. And do I verify with FTSE? No, I just look at FTSE sometimes because FTSE is obviously going to be part of the UK markets, right? And we're trading the London session. So yeah, it's just sometimes good to see what's happening, you know, especially when I'm looking at GBP JPY, you know. So what time does liquidity usually happen? From now till London Open. Hey brother, you think 300% gain in 4 years is good? What is that averaging? Like, yeah, I think that's very good actually. That's very, very good. I don't think, I think less is even good if you ask me. I think 200% gain in 4 years is great. Good morning, Tradesharpe. Is it safe to trade NYSE Open with Forex pairs, not indices? Yes, yes. Forex pairs will not spike all the time like how indices do during that New York Stock Exchange Open. Just moved to the US recently. Can you tell me which is the best prop firm? Depends what you're looking. I think in US what dominates is futures prop firms. Morning, Harry. Could you look at GU? You didn't say please. If you said please, maybe I can. But yeah, that's the analysis. Let's see what happens with the plans here. If you haven't already, how much? Almost 300 of us in here. Leave a like on the stream. I would appreciate that. Get the likes up to 150. Show me you guys are active and engaged. So yeah, I'm gonna put this. We're still chasing that giveaway goal. Doing big giveaway at 600 viewers. So I just had a 1,200 return in 3 days with a smaller account catching impulsive entries. Very, very good. 1,300%. Also, you can lose 1,300% the same way, right? If you're making that much percent, you can also have the opposite. So obviously full margining everything. Wouldn't recommend that long term. Can work, you know. $100, 1,200% ain't tough. But I wouldn't recommend that long term, right? Really differentiate those two. Thanks for the video on futures. Cleared up a lot of confusion. I'm glad. Yeah, if you guys are wondering about futures, definitely check out the new video. Leave a comment on it if you enjoyed it. I think we only have like 10 comments, so we need to build it up. There we go. There's a new video about futures. You wondering about it? Made 30% yesterday and I lost 44% today. Damn, I think you should make sure you're managing risk a little bit better, because losing almost half of your account ain't gonna give you much of an account left to trade, right? And that's gonna be more important than trying to make that. You know, losing 44%, you need to live to trade another day. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Check plans? Of course I can, of course. Can you pay exclusive group with PayPal? I prefer you use the method we have, because so you can get access to all of the exclusive content. You can get access to everything that we have there. That's going to be the best way. You know, it's done through Stripe. Stripe is one of the biggest payment gateway systems. Looking for the same cells it seems here, which makes sense. DAX cells would look nice LTA, but would rely on volume. See this. See where's GJ. GJ in more price action. 15 looks choppy. Agreed. Your buy is above. Oh yeah, you have that same similar buy. I guess you mean above here. Does make sense. Your sells below here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. This one down here. If we break all the way down here, we break all the structure. That's also makes sense. DAX, same plan. Cool. This sell here is an interesting one. This is like a perfect close type thing, right? You need a perfect close. I like this one here. This 200 key level below, I think is cool. I think that makes a lot of sense in my mind. Same plan. Same plan. Setup 2, yep. High time frame, yep. Nice. Good. Same plan. Yep, I like it. Cool. All similar plans. See, his buys is completely okay. Very safe approach here, which is definitely I like sell plan, makes sense, but I think maybe we could attempt that buy plan, a little bit earlier buy plan, but we'll see. We will see. Same. Yep. That makes sense. No counter trend. Good. I agree. No need to do that. Buys, yeah. Sells, nah. This range, leave the range. Leave the range, leave the range, leave the range. Trying to plan inside of this range is gonna, this is where you have to identify this is a non-tradable range, right? Hello Harry, happy to see you. ¿Cómo estáis, Evi? All good? Yep. More price action to create clean ranges. 1 hours we can rely. Good, 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 good. So you're looking to clear the range. It's fair, it's valid to clear the range. So yeah, that's the plans. That's the plan. So if you guys are part of the exclusive group or planning to, then it's a very, 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 very good thing to send plans like that. That on a daily basis, and me to be able to look through them individually as well. I'm pretty fast at it. As you can see, that took less than 3 minutes because I make my plan first. So it's quite useful for me to pick up things. What I am very happy to see is people's markups. Like, maybe you don't notice it when I'm looking at these plans, but when I look at these plans, I actually look at where people are marking their lines. Like this feedback, I came leave the range, so we don't need to mark that. But I'm actually looking at these markups here, you know. Looking at these markups, seeing where people are putting lines, you know, is it too many lines, you know, why they're putting lines there, is it drawn correctly, you know. So I'm checking that stuff, you know. Lines wrong, you're gonna miss all trades. Bro, do you live in Dubai? Yes, I live in Dubai. If I open 2 positions in one trade, should I journal it as one trade or 2 different trades? You should journal it at one trade, same idea. The way you identify if one trade is correct, is different or not, is if the idea is different. Harry, was this too crazy with the 15-minute LTA? Let's have a look, bro. Let's see. It's loading. There we go. Okay, you take a buy. My question is, did this close above? Can you send it on a 15? Or was this based off a 5? I don't like that. Let's see it on a 15. This is today. We can have a look at the chart. We'll see. Alright, so 15 did close above here. I don't have a top wick, and you just use 5 minutes for stop. I don't like it's at resistance. I do like that there was a support candle formed and then this came here. Yeah, for me, I don't like that it's at resistance here. Yes, it made sense that the 15 did close above. You did get a support candle as well inside there. I mean, it's pushing limits. Because you're kind of saying, okay, I'm going to rely on the 15 to push and fill this range, but use 5 for the stop. So it's more of one of those trades where I'm happy you did wait for the structure though. That's definitely going to help increase your probability. But if this became a problem, it would have been game over. But the way you put stop loss, the way you managed the trade allowed it to be a shot. So it's not that crazy because you had the 15. If you didn't have that 15, I'd say it's a trade that you don't want to take. This is a bit of a lucky trade, I would call it, right? Because there's no catalyst, you know, there's no reason. There's no reason. Hey man, hope you're doing well. The strategy I use a mixture of yours and another guy I've documented since last January. So Jan is new and in Jan it's been a cycle of 2% up and 2% down next week, and now again break even. So my question, what you journaled your strategy, and if you went through this phase, any tips and advice? Without seeing your trades, man, I cannot tell you because it's going to be dependent on your trade. You have to remember and understand market cycles. How many market cycles have you been through? Market cycles, strategies are going to perform differently in different market conditions, but that's the edge of a strategy. Is the edge of the strategy is it allows you to be able to stay out of randomness that may happen on the chart, right? You might have a lot of randomness on the chart, and the strategy allows you to stay out of that, right? So that's the edge of a strategy. But you may be forcing something because you include different strategies that try to trade different market conditions, but you don't understand that strategy fully enough. So then you're losing on trades that you could just simply avoid. Because one thing I'm do, and I preach a lot, is that I'm able, okay, to generate the 2% and then preserve by trying to stay out of the market as much as possible. And there'll be times where you just can't, right? It's just because you take an option, it doesn't work, and that's trading for you. Not every month is going to be a high performing month. And if that's the mindset you're trying to go with, you're probably going to have it a low performing month. Without seeing trades, without seeing what you're doing, it's very hard for me to understand where you're going wrong. Just from text. Why don't you use FXCM on German 40? Because I love my spreads on my broker, and I don't want to deposit like, you know, 30k or something, 25k just to trade German 40. Unless I like risk what, 10% a trade. Even 10% a trade, I have to deposit 10k into FXCM. Which is not that bad, but again, if I can just do it all on one platform, why not? Can you improve your trade management and holding your trades to full TP? You can always improve that in your trading, yes, but it depends on what's happening with the charts. Harry, when will the podcast be available to watch? When the company edits it. He's talking about Tradingview? I know he's talking about Tradingview, but that means I would still... No, he's talking like, why don't I deposit into FXCM and trade on Tradingview German 40? If you're talking about the charts itself, it's because 4-hour time frames are wrong. So yeah, we're waiting for them to launch the podcast. They said it's edited, now it's just waiting for it to launch it. I've been telling them. But hey, at the end of the day, I don't own the company. So the owners of the company are pretty cool though. They're from Japan. They sponsored a car in that 24-hour race, which is pretty cool to see. So hopefully the podcast will come out soon and you guys run it up, because it's a great podcast. Because we need to show the support, right? They brought me on a podcast, and if it does bad, then it looks bad for me. I mainly trade crypto and Forex. Any good platform prop firms in the US for that? I'm not sure any prop firms that allow you to trade Forex in the US. We must ask our US guys, prop firms, for Forex. Is there any different mode of payment for the exclusive group? I use 3 different banks and it's not working. It's not going to be because of that. It's going to be because of your bank actually probably blocking the payment. It happens sometimes. So all you have to do is just call your bank and tell them to allow the transaction. Tell them to allow the transaction. So it's just make a quick call. It takes 5 minutes. I've seen it before, and that's it. Could go so set up 3 based on 1 hour. Yeah, I prefer shorter wick for that type of thing. Honestly, I prefer the close below. We're pulling back now, so we could, you know, start to see that. We could start to see that move down. Guys, while you're waiting, I want you guys to go and stress test Pip Labs a bit. I want you guys to go and try the demo version, and you should get a feedback box pop up, which should help. Feedback box, I'm not sure how much we've set it up, so we're just keeping this to allow you guys to contact us easier. If Pip Labs doesn't load for you, which some people say it doesn't, which we still you know, checking with our new data if it's clean for everyone, but so far no one has said that so far on the new data. But we've uploaded new data, more accurate. We had to refresh the whole system. I'm not sure if you saw, the simulator was down for about 18 hours or so, but we've got very good data now, and redone the way it's yeah, I mean, we found exactly what was causing it, to have basically sometimes candles skip a little bit. It's just how ticks work. So yeah, go ahead, test it out, guys. Try the demo. Anyways, you guys should be practicing. You should be practicing your method. Not practicing for me, but practicing for yourself to prove to you guys that what you trade actually works. You need to prove to yourself it actually works. You can try the demo version, and if you like it, want to be a member, that's also available there. It is very, very affordable. So enjoy that. Enjoy that. Hi, if you want to promote Prep Labs product, go collab with Trillionaire Life. That will help a lot in my opinion. Who's Trillionaire Life? DAX Open. What are you looking for on DAX Open? The buys above? Or you're just looking for the sell right now? I mean, it is possible, but we're rejecting the range. So this is where DAX likes to form these ranges, and where DAX cans become a little bit messy here, you know? No for sells, then breaking the low of the previous. I like the plan for sells below here, to be honest. Get out of this range. For me, this is a better plan for sells. I like this plan for sells. Yeah, for sure. This makes a lot more sense. Inside of this range, you're going to get a lot of this BS, right? We don't know which one it's going to react. So it decided not to react off this one. It reacted off the second one. It could not react off this. It could react off this. And you're going to get caught out because your risk to reward is not really going to be there. Your exclusive group is still open to join. Yeah, I'm still allowing it in. I said 7 spots, about 4 people joined, so I still have room realistically, but it's not, masses are not coming in. Like right now we have 53 people in here, so it's not overcrowded. It's still tight knit. So I keep a close eye. That's probably like our average, you know. So you'll be able to join. You can see on the website it's still open. I'll save you some time. There you go. Unless you have it open, so take an advantage. I think it's worth. I think it's worth watching last week's webinar. Like if you join and you get used to it, just watch last week's webinar. Really, it's there in the webinar content. I think that was very, very good refresher. You know, it was a refresher. We don't do those often, but I enjoyed speaking about it, and it's good just to remind yourself what we do and why. Can you make the long and short position bigger when clicking on trade on Pip Labs? It's annoying me. Yes, that is very possible. Hello bro, how are you? Whenever you trade, please speak 2-3 times, as I'm difficult to understand English. Sell. Happy? Come on bro. What are you here for? Link for that? What would you like the link for, bro? Do you think early setup one on gold sell if 1 hour close below 688? I prefer the 667. I really prefer that. Link for podcasts when they launch it. I will tell you. You guys make sure to follow me on Instagram, so because that's where I post most of the stuff. Instagram or the Discord. I prefer Instagram. It's a lot easier and I can give information. You should be following me there anyways. I post good content, trade recaps, you name it, all on there. So check that out. Check that out and let me know. We will see when they actually launch it. So 1 hour candle coming here in 48 minutes. 15 candle in 3 minutes. I wonder if this 15 can do it at once, but this just shows how the buys is a little bit tough. There's a previous 4 hour here, which we did tap, which is kind of where this rejection, I would assume, is coming from. We'll mark that now. Looking for sells or buy on God? Oh, I'm not looking to sell or buy God, bro. I think this comment of the day. This is comment of the day. Are you looking to sell or buy God? I don't think I can do that, man. I don't think I can do that. So I'm not looking for any of those. If you're asking about gold, I'll be looking more for a sell. Can you buy a seal? That'd be cool to buy a seal. Don't know what I would do with it, but why not? All these fools flexing a new supercar every week. What about if I flex a seal, bro? Who's done that? Have you made comment of the day section on Discord? Right now we're gonna do it, guys. New section being added to Discord, and we're gonna fill this up. This is where we should put it. We should put it in. We should put it in Sharp Chat here. We'll have to put it here, somewhere like under General Chat. We'll put comment of the day. New channel, text channel. Create channel. Yo, bro, what's this? I can't reorder. Turn on show all channels in your server menu. You can reorder channels when this you show all channel. Where do you show all channels? Okay, there we go. That was easy. Comment of the day. We'll put it here above crypto chat. Maybe here. We need an emoji. We need an emoji. Comment of the day emoji. Maybe laughing face. Because it's pretty funny comment of the day. What? How can't I copy this emoji? So gold didn't close below. There we go. Comment of the day. New channel. This we should make a read-only channel. No one can type here. Permission. Yes, I can do. No. Sorry, Weedy bro. I have to delete your message. We'll make it a read-only channel so we can react to it. Can I send an old one? Send it in general. I'll post it there. I'll post it there. Send it in general. I'll post it there. Alright, GJ trying to resolve. When is it possible to look for buy? I mean, you shouldn't be thinking about when you want to take a buy. You should just be trading what you see. Session bias is bearish, so get in that all-time classic. You still have it? Yo, bro, this guy is really desperate. Anything he can pull out his hat. Timu member. I should remove my ad from Timu because these are the quality of members I get from Timu. Sent it in? Cheers. Let's have a look. Does he have the original one? Bro, he has the original one. Comment of the day. Maybe we post it like this. What a legend. You have the original one. Post it there. Go react. This is the... Give Goids. Who remembers Give Goids? Can you give us a Timo entry, please? I think Timo entry will lose. That's the problem. We could try. I'm gonna set an alert here in case we get busy with something. Put an alert here. Add alert. Just in case we get busy. There we go. Get busy with gold or GJ moving, something like that. Bearish GJ, mixed GJ, bearish gold. So goal is how many? 400 viewers. Goal is 600 viewers. Then we're doing massive giveaways. So show some support on the stream. It will help. Subscribe, leave a like, send something in chat. I'm happy to discuss. Then we get to that giveaway goal. I think I'm going to do that for this year, giveaway goals, as they're more fun to achieve something together. So yeah. How to participate in giveaway? We'll probably do it directly on YouTube, or we normally do it in the free group. So one or the other. Just depends. So we will do that, but we need to reach our goal first. We're still 200 viewers away. So leaving a like, all of that stuff will get us closer. And then I'll probably do a pretty big one, to be honest. Pretty big one. Good day, Leighton, brother. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm trying to think. Hope you had a good Christmas. All good, man. Same to you. I'm trying to think, guys. I'm trying to think if there is a way we can maybe counter bias gold today. I'd really prefer rejection, then get above. That would be okay-ish. Because the only thing that I have conviction that buys may make sense today is how big the daily rejection wick we have. You see that daily rejection. Not big daily rejection, but it's rejecting from this type of zone ahead of PPI and stuff like that. We could see some Dixie bears start to come in and continue that buy, and all of this was like sell the rumor, buy the news type event, you know. That's thinking pretty forward thinking, but let's see. I'm not gonna be the first person. I'll tell you the truth. I'm not the first person to go against bias, man. Great, man. Funded account giveaway. Yeah, we could do a funded account giveaway. We could do that, yes. Do you think it breaks above out of the highs could lead to a possible cock in the market? I'm not sure about that, man. That you can keep with by yourself. I don't really discuss that type of things, man, you know. I'm not too interested in those things, but if you're interested in cocks, then, you know, each to their own, I guess. You know, I'm not too much into that. So, sorry. Ah. Stretch the chart horizontally so we can see clearly. No problem, brother. Just let me know if this will do. I got a question. May I ask in voice, please? Of course. Go ahead.
If we have a bearish bias and we're looking to pass a certain line, is it when we are setting the line, are we looking to set lines that were previous resistances more so? If we're looking at bearish bias, or we don't really care if it was a support before, like let's say it was a 1 hour support, we will look at it as a resistance, looking at bearish bias. I don't know if I made that clear.
So I don't think you need to focus too much on bias, but you know, bias will only tell you, like, if we're bearish bias, then I don't need to be marking tons of resistances up here, right? It's not going to really do me any justice, because if I'm bearish bias and I'm planning for sells today, I'm more interested in marking my selling zones, right? So what's important is that, yes, of course, previous support can become resistance and previous resistance can come support. So to answer that question, yes, you will be looking at that, you know, but you'll also be marking current support and current resistance, you know. So yes, but if there was a previous zone like this zone here, which was previous resistance, it had a potential to become support. So there's a question mark at the time. Would we bounce from here, create a higher low? So yes. Make sense? Perfect. Maybe it's gold grabbing liquidity. We will see. We will see. Price action cannot be predicted. Bias is mixed on gold. Bias just can give you a bias, not a decision. Yes. Comment from a long time ago. Yo, look like Harry Potter and your name is Harry. Yeah, I don't think this comment today. This is just God knows what this is. We need to make fresh comment today. We put the oh shit, almost slip off my chair. We put the Goids one to have the classic. But we're gonna see about the next comment of the day. I should have put today's comment of the day. Harry Potter had glasses. I don't even wear glasses, and I'm not as white as him. So how's that fair? That's just like saying, I don't know what's that like. That's like saying, man, I couldn't even say. Timo? Oh man, bro, you started this Timo, and now the freaking YouTube chat is on Timo now. Ah, feel fun, bro. Check GJ. GJ's range. I can see from price, bro. GJ's ranging. Ranging. I wanted to get out this range before I do. This is where you get eaten up on, GJ. How's DAX doing? It's trying to decide whether it wants to go up or down. Frankfurt open candle can be the one here. Sells below the range? Yep. It's funny how you see my comments but decide not to answer. I don't even see where you asked a comment, bro. I can't. I'm not Lightning McQueen and can see anything. Let me scroll back and see if I can find his comments. I'm in a position riding it to 2692. Yeah, I'm not going to read that, bro. Because you're just telling me what you're doing. It's not asking a question. See what else he said. Hey, you think gold going to be bull or bearish? Oh, I didn't answer that because we literally discussed that 3 minutes ago. I've been saying my plan on gold for quite a while. I'm looking for sells on gold. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Ben is back. Yes, sir. Welcome back, brother. Welcome. Okay, because I just joined? Okay. No problem. Hello, coach. What do you offer in the exclusive group? Pretty much everything, man. Pretty much everything you'd need. You get access to all my content so you can see my strategy from A to Z plus advanced concepts. Every week we do a webinar to recap the markets, talk about higher time frame, even swing positions, and we just do a recap. You get access to talk to me, of course, during the whole day. Send in your charts, get personalized responses. It's all on the website. Everything you need. Daily trading, live. We have live trading in NY. We have a daily live chat for NY. So if we're doing like once a week, I'll come on NY, show you guys how I trade NY. If we're just generally during the week, then you're gonna get the NY live chat where I share my ideas and plans for NY. It's all here, all on the website. So you can read the website. There is a video there as well. I will update this video. It's a little bit old video. I'll make that update this week. You know, read through it. Read through the website. It's why I put it. I don't like to keep talking about it on stream because the people who watch stream all the time get to hear it all the time. So it's why I put it. It's why I put it in on our website here. You know? So that's it. Are you drinking enough water? I hope so, yeah. Check us crude oil. I sell at 76. Can you please analyze if possible? I think I have Brent here, not crude. I have crude. So you sold. It's in a good zone. Yeah, it's not bad actually. Thanks for bringing this. This is an interesting spot. I would prefer to see change of structure. You sold at what? 70 what? 6. Oh shit, you're in drawdown. Yeah, 76 too early. You need change of structure. Until change of structure happens, you're not in a good spot. So you need some form of change of structure. Whether that happens on a 1 hour time frame, earliest, daily at least should close bearish. Yeah. What do you think? Swing buy from this area right now to play the range? I discussed that earlier on, but you were sleeping, so you don't get the answer. Go back in your hole. You would need a retest because this can roll over and do this. Get back to 188. You see the 188 levels? So if you get that, yeah, that entertains the idea to give it a shot from here once that higher low is put in. We don't have a daily candle bullish yet, so it's tough. You know, you'd at least be looking, if you're looking to buy from a zone, the zone would be down here. It wouldn't be here actually. So it's not yet. Unless you found a lower time, like if you find a lower time frame entry, then runners are definitely worth it, I would say. Yeah, I agree on that. How's gold doing? Gold is slowly but surely making its way back down following our bias. About 13 minutes for this candle. Harry, gold is doing something? Brother, I just talked about gold right now. Relax, relax. I was not talking to you, bro. I'm talking to Joe. Then I'm not going to read the rest of your thing because now you're talking to me. So, you know. So if you continue talking to Joe then. How do you enter that? We'll discuss if it happens. We need to see the pullback and then, like I set up 2 basically. But depends with the pullback. Ideally, we should be if we can get to 88s, then it's very easy. 88s, I buy that zone from any reaction from that zone. So gold here is ripping already. We need to find a way in. I wish this wasn't 12 minutes. Is quite some time, boys. It's quite some time. So a way in, only a way in right now is going to be 5 close below and a thunderstorm because we have no structure, right? So even if a 5 close below, you FOMO sell, yeah, it could work. But if this pulls back, you're done. You're done. Unless you keep stops about 40 pips, 39 pips, you can get away with it. So we'll see. What's the name of this background track? This is called Sponsored by Apollo. Harry, great video on comparison of futures and CFD. I have just moved over to futures. Is futures price on gold more accurate? It's more centralized. Midal just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, brother. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Posting content weekly and daily. We're live. But respect from your efforts. Thanks all. Big love from Germany. Respect to you. Shout out to Germany. We have a few of German comrades. Hey bro, do you go to gym? I do go to gym, yes. How many years have you been trading and how long did it take you to become profitable? I would say about 2 years to see profitability and then 2.5 to get into a flow where you're seeing back-to-back month-to-month profitability. Harry, are you in gold yet? No. Like I said, I want closes. We don't like Russians here. I didn't say anything about Russian. Do you give signals on your website? No, I didn't give a signal on my website, no. Comrade equals Russian? No, it's just a Russian word. So this is why I wait for close, because I don't like this stuff. Because this is uncomfortable pullbacks. DAX very slow so far? Yeah, like I said, once we maintain in that range, it can be tough in that range. So this is what we want though, to get a close below. In the meantime, I'm going to go to the toilet. Let's see if what happened last time is going to happen. If you know, you know. If you've been part of the stream, you know. This is going to be proof that we have someone on the inside. This is going to be proof. Let's see. All right. Seems like we're okay. How do you find these soundtracks? Like this one's not even popular. I pay for music. So I have this thing, it's called Epidemic Sound. You guys can go and Google it. You pay for like a monthly subscription and they allows you to use their music. So they have like artists that, and it's all non-copyright and stuff. So I pull directly from there. Goldman Sachs will dump gold? No, it's pumping gold. We actually wanted it to get below, but you see how we kept safe from not taking any random impulsive entries. This was very important to wait for candle close, even though it's so far away for the close. And we have to sit there and accept that we might miss the move. You're not missing anything if it didn't follow your plan, and this is gonna hammer this point into you. You guys sit here looking, oh, why gold is moving down? Why is he not taking a trade? But then when you lose the trade, you complain. And this is the mindset that's gonna mess you up in the markets here for sure. All the time I see people get messed up from doing this type of crap. So respect that following the plan avoided me this loss here, because this is guaranteed loss. Guaranteed loss if I just randomly said that. And we knew that because we said 5 minute could pull back here. Now the question is, this actually does pose some sort of counter trend options. If we start to get back above 700, counter bias actually starts to make sense, because we've tried to go down. Why are we not down? You know? Can you look at GJ? Yeah, we can look at GJ. Yeah, GJ is doing nothing. It's just stuck in this range, bouncing up and down. Until it gets out this range, then I'm going to be interested. So let it get out this range and I'll be interested. See how DAX has been cooking here? Oh, DAX is actually coming close towards our zone here. What time is it? 40. All right, 20 minutes till London. See if price wants to close above here. Oh, I changed my alert. So be good. This candle close here. Maybe next one close bearish. Spend some time and then the next one close above. Be cool. We need a good close though, guys. We need a good close. Why do we need a good close? Because if we have a deep close, we don't have range. So although this is an option for today, right? Although this is an option, this option can be front run, and if we get a deep close, it will just knock this out the park. Like this is, we have very tight range today, you know. In terms of the 4 hour is going to be a dangerous spot, plus this 15 here is going to be a dangerous spot. London session or New York session, which one is better? I think they're different. I don't think one is better. I think it's, I mean, for me, London has been better, you know, but that's because I've put my focus on London. I know for a fact I can generate the same results in NY, so I don't think it makes a difference. The one thing I do think is far more superior is in London, we have far less news. So sometimes that can be annoying, you know. When you're trading London, New York, and you see a nice setup, but it's 5 minutes before news, 10 minutes before news, you kind of have to wait. If GU breaking lows, I'm buying breaking highs again. I haven't analyzed GU. Let's see what GU is doing. Yeah, we've had this downside move on daily from pricing in of this dollar strength plus the pricing in of rate cuts. This is a great zone that we've actually landed up on GU. This is an interesting zone actually. Very interesting zone. Shit. We're still very bearish structured on GU. 4 hour time frame, more of a bearish bias. So this is kind of similar to gold. If you're going to go with the counter, I do love the zone it's coming from. This would be great if this candle closed bearish, the next one close above. That would make sense for buys back up, at least to fill the wick and continue. See the 1 hour. Yeah. Yeah. What I look for. Not close, just break the lows and up. Yeah, I'm saying what I would do. I'm saying what I would do. If it closes weak, then it would be a setup 3. So that's another option. Advice of the day is to wait for confirmation. Indeed. Harry, when webinar about notches? Notches are very simple, bro. It's just support and resistance, really. So we don't need a full webinar about that. We can just discuss it. If you show up to a webinar, just ask the question. Harry, can you talk about notches? We'll discuss it. Go buys above 700. I think you mean 70, right? 70, we have the 4 hour. So I prefer above the 4 hour. I prefer above the 4 hour. It's gonna still be counter bias, you know. It's still gonna be counter bias. But it can work. It can work if we're gonna try the counter bias. Hello, brother. Did you take any entry? No, not yet. We're looking here. Hi, Harry. Doesn't the gold look like a head and shoulder pattern with the second shoulder forming? It would be a little bit higher to have to form. Again, I do like this gap here, and I want to see exactly how this looks on a brokerage feed. Let's have a proper look here. I prefer the sells here, if I'm being honest, guys. It's a small gap on my broker. So I'd really prefer if we could come down here. Yeah, I'd really prefer that. As much as it would make sense to buy, I mean, yesterday went counter bias, you know. DAX almost at the buy zone. Yeah, I have an alert on DAX, so even if it taps the buy zone, I'm gonna get alerted in case we're doing this, focusing on something. Is that not poor positioning, middle top of the range for gold? It is, yeah, compared to the sell positioning is a much better positioning, right? For sells. You're more at the top of the range now. This is your range, highs are created here. You're selling, you know, if you were to draw your triangle, you see where you are. Start shouting at Dex. Gold plate liquidity grabs for those for long plays. Yeah, it's an option if you're gonna be a buyer today. I really prefer the sells though. You know, look, DAX has come to our zone now. See how DAX is looking. No bottom wick on this candle. 5-minute close in about 4 minutes. We need at least something closing. 5-minute close would do it, but I need something closing above. You saw last time on gold what happened when you didn't wait for something closing above. This doesn't mean you can break that rule on something else, right? Do I use EMAs in trading? I don't use moving averages. Bro, there's no bottom wick on daily. It could flip bearish anytime. Buys extremely risky in my opinion. I've been a seller since the morning. I don't know why people are full arguing with me on the buys. I have been a seller since the morning. I prefer the sells. That has always been my original plan, is to be a seller. But we've discussed the option that if counter bias is going to happen, probably happen above 796. And I'm not fully convinced I want to be a counter bias trader. You know? As I said, I'm looking for those sells is what I've really wanted to take because that follows all my rules. Plus, I like the trade. Good market positioning, good stuff. See if this makes a bottom wick. It's very close to making a bottom wick. Might as well just do one. Do one. Might as well just do one for us, you know. Just go. Make the bottom wick. Imagine it doesn't. Like, that would be extremely lazy of price if it didn't make a bottom wick right now. What lazy price? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Don't be lazy. That's right. That's right. Imagine. Look. No way. Yo. Bro, it's playing with me. It's doing that on purpose for sure. They really got offended. It's like, I think that was 0.000001 pip, man. I don't think you can make any less. It's not possible. Let's see on broker. Broker has. All right. We'll let you off, Dax. Broker has. We'll let you off. You trade before market open? Because Frankfurt opens. I trade after Frankfurt open. It's a good volume time. If you check my stream history, these are all the trades I've taken on stream since 2023 when we started recording live. Entry, exit, and TP. You will be able to see the times here as well, which is a very useful tool. And if you go analyze the times, there's a lot of positions before actual London Open. So there are phases in the market when we get a lot of positions before London Open. There are phases in the market where sometimes we get positions just after London Open. So it's all dependent, right? But that's why we show up from before, because any time between here and London Open and a little bit after is where we typically get volume. So I'm going to show up during that time. Okay, now we definitely made a bottom wick. That's for sure. Put my alert back on. So again, waiting for a close saves you again, you know, and it removes emotion from the market. People feel FOMO when they start to see price coming up to the highs. They think they're going to miss the move. You feel like, oh, this is going to push. This is going to push. Please close. Don't push. All of that is emotion. When you just trade saying that I have no choice but to take a trade when the candle actually does what I want it to do, you remove emotion. And if it doesn't happen, it wasn't your trade. Like, we're here to make money, so I need to make sure I'm putting myself in the best position for that. Oh, nice. We're starting to create a resistance. You know, once if we create a resistance, get below, it could happen. Harry, do you think AI will destroy human trading? I don't think it will destroy human trading. Humans are always going to have something that AI cannot replace, but I definitely think AI technology will change the trading space, yes. Trading and investing space, for sure. I do think it will have an influence on that. The exact way that it does, we will see. Did Excel destroy accountants? Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it, right? You know, it will be the same type of thing. Like, technology is normally built alongside, unless they allow it to get out of control. And the only way it will get out of control is if they do what? Is if they allow AI to rule money, basically. Manage all money is managed by AI, and with full automation, this is where things become very, very tricky. Would you look to take more entries similar to the one you took yesterday? It's a completely different scenario today, right? You can't replicate that entry we took yesterday into today, because it's a completely different scenario. We can start looking for sells now. That's been my plan, but again, I'll need the same thing to happen. I need price to close below here. Just gonna put this on the screen so no arguments come. There we go. So we don't need a terminator now? Who knows? Below 667,154, I prefer gold sell. You're expecting volume to push through that with close below, find a minor detail interested. Where are you looking for? 6671. Which one are you looking to push? You're scared of this? Yeah, check this wick, cross through it, no problem. Second time came back, this candle did not react off this. This reacted inside somewhere here. If this was important, this would have grabbed liquidity from it. Means this. See, why does, okay, let me explain this in an interesting form. Why does price react at a level? Because there's orders at that level, right? It's pretty simple to understand that, but it's good to remind yourself. There was orders at that level, buy orders, whatever it may be. That's why price reacted and went up. But since price reacted recently before this level, right? It reacted before, meaning that there were orders somewhere before, right? Which is going to be the 5-minute level here. Probably somewhere around this level. So, no, I'm not too worried about that level, because this would be the first time price is closing below. It would be doing what all these candles could not do. If you're waiting for below here, yeah, we could end up hitting it, reject, we lose the trade, but it's just, like you said, too much of a minor detail to put me off and then potentially miss the whole move trying to wait for one extra thing, whereas everything else is aligned, you know. Do you scalp the 1 minute before? Have I done it before? Yeah, I have tried it before when I was beginning, and it was a complete mess. You'd win, then you would just get into these big losing. It's too much stress as well trying to find something. 1 hour closes in 5 minutes as well here. So this could just be based on a 1 hour as well. We could have the sales come through here. 30 minutes going to be very interesting as well to see how 30-minute closes here in 5 minutes. This 5 minutes, this 5 minutes is going to be a very important last 5 minutes here. Very, very important last 5 minutes. Because if we just get stuck here, then we'll basically look pretty rangy, to be honest, right? 1 hour would have closed back in the range, not closing below support to give us probabilities to use a 5 minute. Because if 1 hour closes below, we can't even use a 5 minute. We have the 1 hour confirmation. Maybe it's just worth taking it on a 1 hour. What are we looking like? 37? Yeah, it's not the best, but it's a big range downside. Maybe we can get away with 30-minute stops. Take it on a 1 hour, 30-minute stops. Above key level 28. That would make a lot more sense. Let's see. Last 5 minutes is going to be very important. Is there a way to display the name of the currency pair you're trading on the chart and make it bigger? It's here. You can see it here on the right. You can see it here on the right as well. You can see it up here. The best way is to look at what price is doing. From how price looks, you should know what chart it is. If you don't, means you're not prepared enough. You don't know what you're looking at. You're not ready to be trading. This should be something very important. Like, I don't even need to, like right now, if you show me a pair, I'll tell you what pair that is without needing to look at the pair. Right? That I've analyzed, of course, not a random pair. So I don't need to, right? When we've been looking at these pairs and we have a plan on these pairs, you show me the 3 pairs I'm trading right now, DAX, GJ, and gold. I'll tell you which one is which just by looking at what price is doing, right? You don't need to see the name. Says it in the title, right? What I'm trading, GBP JPY, gold, and DAX, right? So those 3 pairs. Anything else I won't be looking at too much. DAX close to sell zone. Manning 5 minutes ago. DAX close to buy zone. Look at DAX is nuts when it moves like this, huh? We were just at the buy zone. Now we're coming back down. So we'll see what happens. I think at this point we're definitely waiting for London Open. So 3 minutes, right? It's no options. So we'll see. We'll see with DAX. GJ might give 1 hour setup 1. It's possible, yes. But it's still looking rangy to me. I prefer the 1 hour setup 1 below 950. We have key level here 92. For now, it's looking rangy. Gold is trying to pop up again now. We were looking like we were setting up for my sells, but now we're trying to pop up again. DAX is coming back down to a potential selling zone here, but we need to see how DAX reacts off this level, and especially London Open here in 2 minutes. Is there any reason why you picked those currency pairs to trade? First of all, right now the combination I have, it's I like it because I'm fully diversified. I have one Forex pair, I have one commodity and one indice. So I'm diversified across all markets, right? I can trade a Forex pair in the Forex markets, I trade a commodity, and I trade an indice. Really good to give me best opportunities during the sessions. And I love that split. Second of all, indice is new addition. But I like the price action of it and the volume. I'm very interested in something with great volume. Gbpjpy, natural tendencies, great volume back in the day, was breaking out all-time high, not all-time highs, but breaking out on an uptrend was very simple to trade, and I've become quite experienced with it. Gold is gold. I think everyone trades gold, just generally gets into gold, right? I mean, like, you just hear about it, right? When you're learning to trade. I mean, I bet a lot of you experience the same, right? When you learn to trade, you're like, okay, what should I trade? Gold is a popular one, so I took interest in it. And yeah. Appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Pleasure to have you guys on stream. 480 of us in here. Almost at our 600 viewer goal before the giveaway. Hopefully one of you guys deserve to win the giveaways. We're doing big. Like one of you guys said you wanted a funded challenge account. We could probably do that if we hit it. But yeah, appreciate you all. About to become London Open here in about 57 seconds. If you're new to trading DAX, you will maybe see a spike in London Open. Don't worry, it's not news. That's how indices work. So yeah, make sure to leave some support on the stream. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, show up to future streams. It would be a pleasure to have you guys on stream Monday to Friday. We do it large, we do it big. We are Tradesharpe. Let's go. Let's get it. London Open soon. Hyped. Harry, why not just focus on one pair, as 3 pairs can mess up your odds? It doesn't if I'm selective. I know how to manage it. Sometimes you miss a trade on one, yes. But, you know, we will see. We will see. I agree, Sil. I agree. USD strength has been very strong. We have CPI and PPI. Check. Those two can drastically change. That CPI can give us the pullback on Dixie. Right? That CPI can give us the pullback on Dixie. All right, London Open, what are we doing? Up or down? All right, up so far. Now we go down. So this might bring us back towards our buying zone, actually. This might bring us back. Gold did what? Shit. Gold, actually the worst close you could have, actually, on gold. Didn't close up, didn't close down. So gold is a very bad close here. Literally ending the 1 hour candle. We've had 1 hour of price action. Doji. Nothing. No resolution up, no resolution down, right? So we didn't close above the 70 or the 4 hour. We didn't close back below the 30-minute or anything. So it needs to make up its mind. Does this want to continue now moving up? Maybe give you counter bias buy opportunities above the 2670 level here, where you can look to take buys to entertain back into the 2672s? Or do we try now finally close below that level that I've been looking for since this morning for those sells, right? GJ, let's see how GJ is close here on the London Open. So obviously another boring close here. Doji 1 hour candle and boring 30-minute candle. So this is still ranging the same analysis I made from the beginning of the session. DAX is trying to break up right now. We have a 5-minute close in still 4 minutes. So don't even need to look at that right now. If it pushes through our zone, so be it. Nothing really much I can do about that. While we analyze GJ, we spoke about this in the morning, right? We spoke about this in the morning, how GJ is in a range. This is going to be a no trade range. I'm not touching it. Let's go ahead and see how DAX, yeah, unfortunate here, DAX pushing heavy through our zone. I don't see a way in through this without impulsively entering. But we will see. We will see how DAX formulates here. If we start getting through this 4 hour, we start doing some big business here. We can even look to try get to the 4 hour here, wick fill and continue. So I'm still with this volume, because DAX loves to have open volume. With this volume, I'm still open. I'm still open to a 5-minute candle closing bearish here, creating structure, then closing above that 266, and then entertain the wick fill and continue to 4 hour support. But if this does it in one candle, it is what it is, right? We need to wait for more information and we take it from there. So we'll see how this candle forms, right? We'll see how this candle, yeah, even 1 minute, you know. Sounds like F1 race. Well, yeah, a lot of things happening, right, on the open. You like my commentary? It's pretty good, huh? Gold still has the chance to come down. Just needs to finally do it, right? It needs to make up its mind and say, I'm coming down. Coming downtown and moving bearish. So yeah. Man, it's good to be back. Miss being on you guys with Zoom a lot. Oh, I appreciate that, man. It's good, it's good. What did Claudio send? Some orange box, you know? Some stupid orange box. Always sending bullshit. So gold having some volume up here. I really want my sells, man. I can't tell you how much those sells make sense. Yeah, very funny, very funny. I'm tripling Claudio's price in the group. Guaranteed now. Now he's going to be punished for his actions. Harry, if you want gold to go down, you know what to do. Just go to the bathroom again. Facts, man. Facts. But we can't announce it. If we announce it, they're on to us, you know. Man, it's messing up everyone trying to take those buys, man. Oof. But now, slow down, gold. Slow down. Don't do anything silly right now. Don't do anything silly. Don't do anything silly, gold. You have a nice 10 minutes. You have to relax here for 10 minutes, please. That's right. That's right. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Oh, this is catching everyone in the frickin' this range is really messing everyone up. Impulsive traders today have lost their accounts. So if we could take a moment of silence for impulsive traders, because they rip the buys, break of high, account gone. They then try to rip the sells, account gone. They rip the sells here, account gone. They rip the buys up here again, account gone. Bro, these guys, today is the day to be the broker and have all impulsive traders on your brokerage. We'd be rich because they get triggered into the buys and now fucked on the sells. And now they're going to press buy again. If it goes down one more time, guys, this is ultimate good night. Like, really. Because now they press buy again. This is their last hope. Their last hope. They're in buys and they're praying now. They're blowing on the monitor. Trying to get price to go up now. They've been triggered. They're sitting in a little bit of drawdown. Sweating. Shaking. They're shaking. And you know what? Since they're scared and they barely have anything left in their account, they're going to probably be running stop loss below this 1 minute structure right here. This is where their stop loss is going to be placed. Right here. So watch. See if they get punished or do they make it out today with something a little. How forgiving is the market? Oh, they're getting close to stop loss now. So now they're holding some heavy drawdown. Will they get cooked here? Will they get cooked? Now they're really like, please, just one time. I promise. We've all been there. Who's told the market, I promise I won't do this again? Who has told the market, I promise I won't do this again? I promise I won't do this again. Just let me get out of this trade. I promise. It's the last time I do this. I promise the last time I do this. I won't do it again. Oh, man. Now they're in drawdown again. See how DAX is doing here, DAX. Alright, so 5 minute close above this resistance, we're stuck. So what I need right now is I need this candle to close bearish and the next one to close above. That would be the setup I would look for. So just creating some structure. So let's see how that goes. We'll put an alert here just in case we're laughing at gold. If we're laughing at gold, we need to put an alert. So I'm doing this to make sure I'm locked in. How is gold doing? Oh, they got totally fucked again, guys. Holy crap. Stop loss hit, crying. They're crying, man. Oh no. What a terrible session for them. And all of this, we've just enjoyed and watched the show with popcorn, keeping safe by following our plan. Which can be boring, but if we make it fun like this, then it shows you how many losses we've avoided, right? Like literally, today's a day where you can get absolutely cooked. And you look back at the market, and what you look back at is that price would just did this shit. And you got cooked in this shit. And you're like, I'm so stupid. Price didn't even move. And I've lost so much, you know. So yeah. You seem like an experienced man with impulsive trading. Yeah, been there, man. Been there. I told you, I speak from experiences, not opinions. I speak from experiences, not opinions. You are in are a good person and funny. In 25 January, there's a workshop by Bartolucci in Rome. If you want to come, you are my guest and offer Italian food for you. Thank you so much. Yeah, any Italian people in chat, if you guys are in Italy and in Rome, my good friend is doing a workshop, very, very reasonably priced, in-person workshop actually, very reasonably priced. So if you're in Rome and you wanna be in a workshop, then and you speak Italian or are Italian, then I can help you with that, you know. So let me know. Support him. Can you please tell us about your trading journey? We'll be here for 10 hours. It's a long story, man. It's actually got to a point where I don't remember all parts of it, of how long it's been. And that's how you know you're getting far. Like, just, it's like, when I think about, like, look, a lot of people, if you ask successful people, would you do it all over again? At this point, I'm saying no. If you ask me, hey, you had to go back and redo your journey all over again, I tell you, no. Right now, I can't. Maybe in the future you feel like that. It is fun. I love the process. I do somewhat enjoy it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's just not possible. But sheesh, to do that all over again, it's going to be too much. How much did you lose in trading before you came profitable? Across crypto and Forex, probably around $10,000. Not that bad, to be honest, for what I was risking. I could afford that at the time, fortunately. I lost 7K over a year, though. So, to be honest, that's not bad. That's not bad. And I was risking more than I should have been at the time. It is bad. It obviously sucked. But, man, it could have been a lot worse. I definitely had a bigger account that could have accounted for a lot bigger losses, you know. So, I'm happy with that. You know, I'm happy with that. You know, and it's just a few simple mistakes. You know, you take a trade, $2,000 risk, you know, try to make it back. And the reason it reached 10K is because I lost 4K by accident. 4K, I lost that by accident. My biggest loss was only 4K. I mean, not only, it's 4K is a lot of money. I know these influencers make it seem like it's not a lot of money, but it is. And that's by accident because I had a trading account on FTX, if you guys know what happened to FTX, so I was bound to lose that money anyways. And I had a limit order open. That limit order got triggered. It went up into double profit because I was playing with good leverage. So I was up 4K. I forgot about it, man. I just forgot about it. I forgot about that trading account. You know? I forgot about that. So I came back to find that it lost, and then FTX collapsed and I lost the whole account anyways. So I won't say that that's like, you know, something I could have avoided. It's not rich man problems, it's lazy when you have too much going on in crypto, right? When you have too much going on in crypto, you do that BS. Alright, 15-minute candle close here, guys. 15-minute candle close. 2 minutes. Let's see how the 5-minute candle close. Let's see what we're looking at like risk to reward wise. 27 for 21. Ah, that's a bit tough actually. It's a little bit tough. The deeper this goes, it's making it harder. We need to see here. We need to see. We need to be cautious. How's 1 minute? Do we have 1 minute structure to protect? Not yet. I'd prefer some 1 minute structure. So we're going to see how this forms. Have you ever thought about giving up before? Of course, of course. Multiple times. Man, 2 years not to see $1, guys. $1. 2 years, nothing. Of course you think about it. You say, what the fuck am I doing, you know? But you realize it teaches you a big lesson that that's the problem, is that you're not chasing $1. You're chasing 10K. And that was how I was for 2 years. Is I was chasing big bucks before I could make the small bucks. How's the 5-minute res? Yeah, that's a good question, man. Let's have a look at that. You're right, you're right. That's a very good point you made. So on my broker, I'll actually show it to you guys. This is how the 5-minute resistance is looking. Let me just see the 15. 15 looks a little bit choppier. Yeah, this is looking weird on my broker. I'm not sure how to tackle this. This is how it's looking on my broker. This 5-minute resistance here is actually up here, you see? So we're at the resistance, so I can't really buy here. It's making it a little bit tough to buy. So we need to watch that. And then above that is all BS. We have all BS. We are closing above it, but now stop loss is going to be very big. So I need a support candle formed. I need a support candle formed. Let's see. We will have to keep an eye on this. Because now we're tapping into these resistances here to the left. Let's see how it looks on 1 hour. It's clean on 1 hour, okay. 30 minute. It's also clean on 30, damn. It's crazy how this stuff has more views than Harry, and you wonder why people are losing. For sure, the shit that gets more views, you see it out there. How am I gonna tackle this? This is interesting. So it closed right at resistance on my broker. So even if I wanted to take the trade, you can see the line here. It's right at resistance. So that would break my plan. Plus it's tough because on 15, which this is a 15 close, we have resistance here. So that's also breaking my plan. So we just need to wait a little bit more. Just a little bit more to get some more clarity. And I can see if I can look to push through those zones. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So gold ended up finally pushing up after again catching them out. And this is the time that they probably gave up, right? You only lose if you give up. You only lose as you quit, like a true gambler. So the time that they got stopped out, that's the time that they finally priced out the market. And that's the time that it goes. And if you think I'm joking, that's literally some people's journey today. They get priced out the market, and then that's it. GJ is waking up here. 15-minute candle close here in about 13 minutes. Will be also the 30-minute candle close. So the good thing is we leave this range. This is a big range, so if it wakes up, maybe we get some nice continuation. We'll see. We will see. If you're looking for counter bias buys today on gold, I think your option is going to be 15-minute had no bottom wick. It had a tiny one. I mean, you could try to push through this 4 hour. I wouldn't do it on counter bias. I think that's silly, if you ask me. So nothing yet, to be honest. That's clear. Not giving me my sell. These sells can come later. NY maybe. What time is news today? PPI 5:30. I'm looking for. I want these sells. Like I'm really. I'm gonna. These sells look juicy, man. But I know with PPI news we could have some weakness into dollar and we can see this push up. So I'm not gonna marry a trade idea, right? That's a good way to show where you have to not marry your trade idea. So never marry a trade idea, because just read what price says. If price starts to change bullish structure, if gold starts to move up through these ranges, then we're back into buying zone. So why should I marry my trade for sells, right? So don't marry a trade. Same thing when you're in a trade, right? If you're in a trade and it's going in loss and you still trust the idea and you start dragging stop loss, silly thing, right? You're marrying your trade. Don't do that. Very bad habit. Very, very, very bad habit to marry a trade. So we'll see how GJ closes. 11 minutes. Give me a sec, I'll be back. What about the pair USD CHF? I haven't analyzed it. What's your analysis on it? Get you practicing. It's going to be a good habit for you to practice. Sell trade. USD CHF. So you look, oh damn, yeah. Watch this zone here where we're at right now. This could be an area of interest, you know, but the sells did make sense, especially this. If did this? No, yeah, one of these, yeah, this was an interesting spot here. Very nice clean candle, but where we're at right now here, if it starts to reject off here, be careful. Otherwise, it looks okay to continue. But that's it. I mean, I won't be losing this trade right now. Alright, DAX inside of this zone here. 5-minute time frame closed above. Now on my broker, this closed above the 5-minute resistance. I wonder if it shows it on like this type of broker. I mean, this broker is totally fucked up. Don't even bother looking at it. But on my broker, this candle closed above the resistance. So I wonder if breaking the high here could be an option. to get to the 4-hour support and see what happens. I wonder. I actually have no top wick on my broker as well. So it'd be good if it flips. How many minutes till this closes? 2 minutes. Yeah, we want to see it flip now. How to run relevant SL will be current candle wick. Current. And then you would rely on price flipping, breaking the high. Continuing to 4-hour support, rejects 4-hour support, you're out break even unfortunately. But it was worth the shot. If it continues through, then you're good. But it's not looking like it's doing it. It looks like we are continuing down for now. So a little bit more patience. What's very interesting, which is weird to me, is that we're respecting this resistance here. On the broker, there isn't that resistance. But that's what we're rejecting. So it's pretty interesting just to see that. I think with 1 minute here, even if it flips in the next 1 minute, it's a bit tight to the 5-minute open. I'd be a bit cautious about taking a buy. So I probably won't take the buy if it flips in the next 1 minute. No, I won't take that buy. Gold trying to close above that zone 1 hour. How is GJ doing? GJ is slowly but surely getting back up to the zone. So I'd love to see GJ get above the 1 hour resistance for buys here. So we'll slowly but surely might be able to make our way up to that. Do you counter trade on? Yeah. So GU did that one, that type of setup 3 formation here. And 15-minute did close above. So I would say that was a close here, especially that it closed back inside the range, and then expect volume to push through this zone if you're going with that idea. Because then if you're going with that idea, you expect it to go up anyways. There's no reason for it to reject right here. Yeah, it could pull back, create a higher low, but if it's going to reject, should reject from up here. So by the time you get there, you could be at break even or managing the trade if it comes back. We have 15-minute resistance on left side on DAX. Yeah, but we have a 30-minute close right now. And on DAX, on the 30-minute close, where's my DAX? There's no resistance on 30-minute, right? So 30-minute close in about 4 minutes. There's no resistance on the left on 30. So 30 would be the catalyst. You're kind of looking for an entry. Yeah, it's true. We're very close to this previous zone. It's a very tough zone to also buy, you know? It's a very tough zone to also buy. Problem is stop loss. If you were to take the breakout candle here, it's a big stop loss. 65 pips. Oh, that's massive actually. I thought it would be like maybe 40, but not 65. From here to here is 50 pips, so yeah, would love to see structure and close above. So looks like if setups are gonna come, actually they're starting to cook now, so maybe they come a little bit later today, guys. Wow, gold ripping. So this is interesting pattern, back to back 2 days, guys, back to back 2 days. We have seen gold move counter bias, which is very rare. Very, very rare. Good thing is our plan is keeping us safe from that. Now, if I was to buy today, let me look how I'd buy. I think the only buy option I'd have was this one here and expect price to push through, but I wouldn't have trusted that bottom wick. That bottom wick wouldn't have given me confidence. I would have been like, it's a little bit iffy. I don't want to be involved in that. 2 minutes to close. Let's see where DAX is closing. So DAX might not actually close above its own 30-minute resistance. We will see. 2 minutes. A lot can happen on DAX in 2 minutes. If you know DAX. Alright, if GJ and gold both present buy trade opportunity with bullish bias, how would you approach? My question aim is to understand how you approach currency correlation. I don't. I just analyze the pair itself, you know. I'm not too worried about that. I analyze the pair. Whichever one I saw first, I take. If you want to take both, you can disperse your risk amongst both. Half in GJ, half in gold. You're still risking the same. 200 likes. Yeah, I appreciate everyone leaving a support on the stream, a like on the stream. We're almost at 84k subs. Make sure to leave a subscribe if you haven't. I would appreciate that. Definitely help support the stream. Has any time you and Raja mentorship in your journey? No, I've never purchased anything from him. I was very close to purchasing his magic keys, but I ended up not doing it because I just got comfortable with what I was using. Let's see if this candle can close bullish. This could be 30-minute wick fill, maybe. Maybe. Set up 3 on 15-minute as well. How would I approach this? Is there a way to put split TP no. There is, I think, with a trade manager for sure. It will just close position, you know. Trade manager, you will be able to do that. Really thinking how to tackle this right now. For buys. 30-minute closed above. We could have a wick fill continuation to fill the 30-minute range. Would it be better to break the high? Then we're super close to 4 hour. It could be okay, depends on where stop lands. Or would a 5-minute close above here make sense, which I quite like. So GJ looks like it's creating some sort of structure first before trying the breakout. It might pull back and get stuck in this range again. So be careful about that. If it pulls back into the range, leave it. Trust me, leave it. It's better. DAX looking tough till 4 hour. It is looking a little bit tough till 4 hour. It might just ping pong right in here. We don't know. DAX could be weird because if this gears up for a little bit of a pop, because look at daily, right? Daily looks pretty insane. We're literally buying rebreak of previous daily high. Daily has room. 4 hours is a different story though. But we've grabbed liquidity early session. We popped down, remember? We popped down early session. So that's what's giving me some confidence. But we might just end up in a range session. Definitely possible here. Definitely possible. I'm still interested in looking for a way to get into a buy. If 5-minute was to close bullish, that would be enough of a catalyst to maybe start the 30-minute wick fill. We base this trade off a 30-minute wick fill, continuation to 4-hour. 5-minute closing bullish would be somewhere here. Take a buy, stop below that. Should be able to push through this. There shouldn't be any issues. Would just be a higher low. Might mess around at it for a little bit. Then by the time you get to 4-hour support, it's 1-to-1. And you would activate a sort of setup 3 on a 15, and you'd be in before that, so you'd be safer. Yeah, that could be an option. Let's see. Yeah, I'd like this to close bullish above there, then I might give it a shot. Only 20 seconds though. Yeah, stop loss would be below this previous 5. But 18 seconds, can we do it? It's possible. With DAX, last second things can happen, so we'll really have to see the close. But right now it doesn't look like. We might have to wait for the next one. So yeah, that is failing again, which is keeping us safe. It's keeping us safe because this is becoming a resistance now, right? You can see it on 1 minute. Look how clear that is. You see how clear that is? Boom, boom, boom. You know? So this also opens up the door for DAX wanting to come and fill what? This type of zone down here. We might want to finish this LTA and then start the upside. So we don't know. It's a question mark yet, but we're being kept safe by waiting for price action. New sell zone on gold. Well, gold now is kind of flipping a little bit more of its bias. See, 4 hours kind of, I mean, it still can play out the sells later, but right now it's really trying to hold higher lows. So yeah, you need to see a change of structure. Potentially then it will continue down. This is from yesterday, eh? Change of structure here can give you move down. I wonder if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, could have a setup too, but we need to see how deep it closes because we are bearish biased. This could be an even better entry. This could be a freaking insane entry. Imagine you get in here and it continues below here. Ooh. That's cooking, that entry. That's cooking, but I won't say anything because if it closes deeper, it's gonna mess that up. And GJ looks like it wants to freaking come back in the range. DAX is also moving down here as well. Guys, it seems like the trades are going to come a little bit later here. So I'm going to leave you guys with the plan and hop off and chill with the guys in the exclusive group. We're going to chill there, see if these actually happen in the next 15, 20, 30 minutes. And then, of course, plan for NY. So DAX plan right now is going to be to look for buys if we get back above here. The sell option, we might be able to form. I need to see what price action does for the sell option. I mean, if you're looking to trade the range, this type of sell option would be fine if we close below here. But I'm not really too keen on trading DAX inside ranges. I find it very inconsistent actually in these type of ranges. No, I don't mind trading from range to range, but not in the same range. I find that very, pre-session range. I think that's one thing I'm noticing is when we are in pre-session range during session open, we see inconsistencies. And I think this is a very, very minute detail, but will save me money long term. But I'm collecting data as we speak on that. Gold, yeah, setup 2 could make sense here in about 6 minutes. We will see. If it is an option, I might give that a shot depending on how deep we close, how weak we close. Weaker close, not going to look for that. Buys actually start to become a question once we close above this area here, previous 15, even above here might start to open the door above 64 basically. With GJ, same thing as gold, waiting for that breakout above 192.847. If it gets stuck in the range, you're just watching paint dry, right? So don't watch paint dry, and we pick it up from tomorrow. So appreciate everyone showing up to the session. It was a good session, plenty of options trying to happen. We avoided so many losses this session. That just makes me happy. Like, I know for a fact if I tried any positions this session, I would have lost, so there was no positions to be taken. And that's when you come out of a session knowing you made the right decision. But markets are starting to wake up now, so if the positions don't come in the next hour, it's probably going to be setting up for New York or maybe after PPI news. So let's see what happens after PPI news or in a couple of hours, but I'll be off stream. The guys in the exclusive, obviously we will know what to do, but I have given you guys a heads up on stream. So if you do take those trades, be sure to tag me on Instagram, show me that you were listening on stream and have taken the trades. Basically free analysis signals, guys. Take advantage. I mean, not a lot of people give you that. If you're too lazy to listen, well, your loss. I can't really help you with that. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening. Take care, everyone. Hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, Tradesharpe, and hopefully speak to you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys. See you.